keeping the momentum. Keeping that momentum. Hey guys, Jay from W2 Capitalist. I saw this the other day and I thought, this is kind of cool. Let me create these two different scenarios and kind of poll the group here and see what you guys, where your head's at. What I'd like to do, I'm gonna play out two different scenarios. I made some notes here, so you're gonna see me refer to the screen a little bit. But play out two scenarios and I wanna know which one resonates with you the most, right? So here we go, scenario number one. And this really stemmed from a conversation I had with a guy yesterday. He's a real estate investor, a successful real estate investor. He has a W-2, and I asked him a question. I said, look, man, I just figured this out about myself about 6 months ago when I exited the W-2 world, was that I didn't know how high I could fly. I didn't know how much I could get accomplished because I was leaning on that cushion of a paycheck, that comfort blanket that was my W-2. So I want to play out two scenarios with you here, and I would love to hear which one that you would prefer. Scenario number one, you keep working that cush job, right? Where you get zero satisfaction out of it. And if you're honest with yourself, you get absolutely nothing out of that. You retire in 30 to 40 years, and it's not a happy retirement. Because by now, all that anxiety and regret of not doing something has caught up with you. And if you're lucky, you won't have to be Rita the Greta at Walmart, right? But you have an unfulfilled life, but all because of you were afraid to take action. Scenario number two is we get you over this analysis paralysis hump. And I'm talking to a group of guys right now that are starting to realize that they are actually, one guy said, hey, I'm afraid to be successful because of, we came to this agreement that what he's been indoctrinated in since he's been a young kid, which we all suffer from, is, hey, you go to school, you get a good job, you invest in the pension plan, you retire, right? But scenario number two is we get you over that analysis paralysis hump. You buy your first rental property and you realize that you don't die from that. You realize, holy, I want to do that again and again and again. And at that rate, in 5 to 7 years, you're going to have the option. I'm not preaching financial freedom here because not everybody wants to be financially free. Some of you actually do have jobs that you're passionate about, but I can tell you from where I sit, loyalty in corporate America does not exist, right? But in 5 to 7 years, you actually have the option to retire if you want to. As long as you hold on to those cash flowing rental properties, right? You never have to worry. Hey, Adam, already saying number two. I hear you, buddy. Absolutely. But if you keep those rental properties, we get you over that analysis paralysis hump, then you don't ever have to worry about being Rita the Greta at Walmart. Instead you get to hang out, you get to visit your kids, you get to make memories with your grandkids. I don't know, those are just two scenarios that I think if you sit there and think about them today, which one would you rather do? Some of you are fine with having that job, right? And you want that job because it's a comfort blanket that you snuggle up with every day. And then even though before you go to work and after you go to work, you complain about it. And what I'm here to tell you today is that you don't realize how much you can accomplish with what you already know, with what you already have. And I want to encourage you let me back up. I had a proud dad moment this last week when we were sitting around and we have a new Popeyes that just opened up, and we got some of their biscuits and whatnot, and anytime I see a biscuit now, thanks to John Acuff, I will say sometimes you got to risk it, and my son finished the sentence, for the biscuit. So sometimes you, talking to you, have to risk it for the biscuit. All right, let's go.